Welcome, and thank you for your interest in the Life Expectancy Calculator. We would like to first and foremost thank Scott Gibson and Jackie Lee of Lewis & Ellis Actuaries and Consultants in Dallas for creating and donating this excellent industry tool to LISA. In early April 2010, LISA's Best Practices Task Force met the charge to create the first Life Expectancy, or LE, Best Practices, and the first set of LE Common Actuarial Tables, or the CAT tables. The LE CAT assists LE providers in the performing of actual to expected, or A to E, ratios and provides continuity in the A to E calculations between the LE providers. As one can imagine, the realm of life expectancy analysis is extremely complex, thus making these tables all the more difficult to decipher and therefore offering little benefit to those who are not familiar with this field of expertise. Scott and Jackie's hard work and dedicated efforts will allow one to make optimal use of the LISA Common Actuarial Tables, along with a number of other beneficial uses, including the ability to automatically calculate and graph LEs, make quick LE estimates with a simple click-and-go system, the ability to compare the 2010 LISA CAT tables to both the 2001 and 2008 VBT integrated tables. It also allows industry professionals to gain a better understanding of LE analysis, and much more. We will begin with the LE curve calculator. By simply entering an individual's age and LE, this calculator devises a series of data points depending on the mortality table you choose. First, enter the individual's age and LE in months. Select the mortality table you would like to model after. There are currently 3 fully integrated tables, including the 2001 VBT tables, the 2008 VBT tables, and the aforementioned 2010 LISA CAT tables. You will also note that there is an option to enter a mortality improvement. After you have entered the information, simply click the Fit Curve button and the numbers will update accordingly. For this example, we will use a 79-year-old male non-smoker with an LE of 85 months. We'll also utilize the drop-down list to select the 2010 LISA male non-smoker age last birth table and click the Fit Curve button. To begin, you will notice the gray boxes near the top. The LE median 50% box represents the number of months that 50% of the population cohort would be dead, or in this particular example, out of a group of 1,000 people with similar characteristics to the individual's information entered, 50% of the population will die in 85 months. The second gray box, which lists the mean or actuarial LE, represents the average monthly lifespan for the individual. Next, you will notice 3 columns. Column A lists the increase in years, while column B gives the probability of death per 1,000 that an individual will die in that year, given that they have survived the previous time period, either year, month, etc. And column C gives the mean LE at the beginning of the year. In our example, you can see that in year 1, this 79-year-old male non-smoker has a 0.03% chance of dying within the year. This probability is calculated by dividing the 30.00 in cell B14 by 1,000. Cell C14 shows this person's mean LE in that year, meaning in year 1, this person has a life expectancy of 85 months. The calculator uses the mortality multiplier to fit the inputted LE to the selected mortality table. Our example produces mortality multiplier of 305%. This multiplier is a percentage that may be applied to the base mortality table. The multiplier represents how much more sick an individual is based on an average person with the same age, gender, and smoking status. A multiplier of 100% is an average risk. A multiplier greater than 100% indicates an individual is more likely to die than the average individual. Likewise, a multiplier less than 100% indicates an individual of better health than the average person. In our example, the individual is over 3 times as likely to die in the given year than the average individual with the same basic characteristics. As the years progress, the probability of death increases and the LE decreases. When the probability reaches 100%, it is assumed that 100% of the population under these circumstances will be deceased. Again, it is important to remember that these probabilities are calculated such that the individuals have survived the previous year.